all together. Hello, and welcome to Titanium Taras Tarot, and today I will be doing another insight, okay, all about putting Clairgustance all together. So, as uh, as I mentioned, okay, so this week it was all about geolocation. It was about as well knowing where certain things come from. So as I said, geolocation, sommelier, knowing you a, a dish and knowing how that ingredient was treated. Now, another thing that came to me this week that I had not actually thought of, because my clairgustance and my clairolfaction are kind of not that they're fairly new in regards to as opposed to my claircognizance, my clairvoyance, and my clairaudience, right? And my clairsentience. They're fairly new, so I don't have that much practice with it. But what I did last week, and that I spoke of yesterday, was that what your what can help you with is just tasting when things just aren't right with people, situations, and things of that nature. Something feels wrong. Like me, for example, my main way of knowing something's not right is my clairsentience. I'll just know something's not right. Okay? While as someone whose clairgustance is more awakened, they might have some like a taste, just something will taste weird, right? Like you can also say, have you ever eaten something or drank something that kind of tastes a little weird? Now that has a physical element to it, so that would be just by experience. You'll know when something's like out of expired or whatnot, just like milk. But this is like a higher level, which is you knowing that something doesn't sit well. The main form of knowing when something isn't really really good for me. My cognizance, my clairsentience, those are the main things that tell me these things. But if your main form of intuiting things is by well, that is what's going to tell you that something's off, right? Now, so in this case, it's all about just, and for others who have a stronger sense of smell or have clairolfaction, they will be like, something smells wrong, something smells weird, something smells fishy. You know, you hear a lot of that. Something smells fishy, something tastes fishy, something feels wrong, something doesn't sit well with me, right? Those are things that are mainly intuitive based. So that's what those mean. You know, when you feel something doesn't sit right, something doesn't feel right. When someone says that, you should pay attention. Now, of course, on the flip side, you should take what they say with a grain of salt, but you should always check in with how you are feeling in regards to that thing that you are in front of or that you are experiencing, and how you feel, what your intuition is telling you is what you should listen to, more than what they are listening to. But what I can clearly say is that what they say and their intuitive, nudge or their intuitive feeling will help you know how you should position yourself in regards to them. Okay, so now this is something completely different. This is something, we're going in deep, people. Okay, so now when I was a kid, okay, I was not well received by many individuals in my community. Now, why was that? Because their intuition was telling them that, this girl's weird, stay away from her, she's off. And my intuition was telling me that they were off because we didn't jive well. We were not on the same vibration. We're not on the same vibration. That is basically what that was telling me. Okay, that was what was telling them. Now, that does not mean stop working with them completely. What that means, right, is just that you're not really jiving well at the moment. So, what was that? What will that indicate? I've learned this from my coach, Christopher Dedeon, right? It's just a sign that you need to level up. Now, you need to level up. There's something here that is calling you forward, which also brings me back to my thing. I talked about anxiety a while ago and what that actually means. Now, the way I perceived it, and at the time, the insight that I got is that the anxiety that you feel is your current self being called to your future, being called by your future self, and your future self being like, listen, I'm here, we're gonna get there. But you, your current self, consciously doesn't know what your future self, how you're gonna get there. You don't know. There's a lot of like ifs, ands, or buts. There's a lot of secrets. You're like, that's scary. So your conscious mind wants what's best, the best quality of stuff. Okay, your subconscious mind wants to feel safe, and your superconscious mind, all right, wants you to expand, wants you to become better, wants you to become more. Now, the thing is that these three things don't want the same thing, but when they are all aligned, you're on the right path. So basically, what I'm getting at, okay, is that yes, you feel anxious. Your body is telling you feel anxious because your conscious mind does not know how you're gonna get to your super conscious mind is leading you towards. Now that is not a bad thing. It just means that you have a lot of growing up to do while you get there. So that just indicates that there's going to be a lot of transformation, and we know that if you want to get to the next level of something, you are definitely going to have to transform. So it's not a bad thing. It's neither a bad or a good thing. It just is. Okay, so just know that if you like move towards that goal of yours that your superconscious has put in your life, has put into your being as what you are working towards, you are definitely going to get there. It might just take more steps and you might go more backwards than forwards for a time, but you are definitely going to get there. And as long as you continually take the steps necessary to get there, you are definitely going to get there. Okay? I hope that makes sense. Not ask questions, it'll be my pleasure to answer. Okay? Now, so what is the next goal that you are going to go towards, even if you feel anxious? Let me know.